Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for this video. This is my fawn This is my fawn makeup tutorial. I did this exact look, well not exact, I changed it up a little bit, but I did this look over summertime and it was a huge hit, and I've been really excited and waiting to get a chance to recreate it for you guys. So this is finally my chance to recreate it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. It was so much fun to create. I love costumey makeup, and yeah, so if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up, comment, like, and subscribe down below, and if you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching. So one of the biggest parts of this look is to make sure that we look very convincing, of course, which means that we're going to start with our nose, because the nose is quite literally the center of this look. We are going to be overly highlighting our face. So we're going to be doing an upside down T on our nose, and then a smaller T on the bottom center of our forehead, and then we're going to be highlighting under our eyes as we normally would, except we're not going to be doing it in a downwards triangular formation when we're blending it out. We're going to keep it as close to the lower lash line and as far up as we can, because we kind of want to create a mask of brightness in that area. And I'm going to, like I said, just be blending it out, and as you guys can see, as I'm blending it, it's not really creating too much of a difference. And the key to this look is that you want it to look very bright. So I am going to be going in again with another highlighter shade that is a little bit brighter. It's another concealer. It's the NYX HD concealer, and it's just gonna, between the shade that I was using from my LA Girl concealer and this one, it's just gonna make it look a lot brighter, and it's gonna really make it pop. I know that this is a lot of makeup, but as much as we want to look like woodland creatures every day, we probably will not. So I think it's okay to every once in a while, especially when you're doing a costume look, to really, you know, go in with the makeup and go in with things, because it's for fun and it's for a costume, and you do want it to last all day and you want it to work. So like I said, it's going to look kind of stark and striking, but that's what we're going for, because this look will not work at all if we do not look polished and bright in that area. So that's really what we're doing. We're just going in and we're going to blend it out, of course, because we don't want it to be unblended, but we are going to make it look as bright as possible. And now I'm just taking my handy dandy Sacha Cosmetics Buttercup powder and just pressing that into my face, and then also going in with excess amount of powder and just highlighting that entire area that we already, baking that entire area that we already highlighted. The reason that I'm doing that is because, one, I want it to last all day, and two, like I said, I want to make sure it's as bright as possible, and baking is really going to help it to look natural, stay in place, and be very bright. And when we buff it away, like I said, it's going to be very stark, but it's also just going to look much cleaner and prettier, and this is really what we're going for this look. So this next step is where we really begin to bring this look to life. We're going to be darkening up the upper half of our face, and we're going to be contouring in the most dramatic way possible. It's not even really a contour, it kind of just becomes darkening our face. But I am using a contour powder for it. Instead of using costume makeup for this, I like to use just regular makeup, because I just think it's fun to kind of manipulate what you have on hand that you use every day, and to see how you can use it a little bit differently. And not everybody has costume makeup in their kit. So I'm just using my normal contour powder, and I am just going to town. I'm darkening up that entire upper perimeter of my face, as you guys can see. And now I'm taking my buffing brush, and just on the very edges where my my darker shade meets a lighter shade, or my natural skin tone, I'm just buffing that out a little bit, because I don't want to blend out that shade that I just put down, but I do want it to look natural, because I want it to look like it's just a natural thing on my face. Even though I'm doing a costumey makeup, you still want it to look natural, like you're naturally a fawn. So now I'm going in with a definer brush. I started going in with the same contour brush I used for the outside of my face, and I realized it just wasn't working. So now I'm just going in with this flat definer brush, and as you guys can see, it kind of looks like a little paintbrush, but I love it because it really gets into those nooks and crannies in your nose. And it's not going to look perfect. Right now my nose looks a little crooked because of it, but I actually really love it, because you know what, makeup isn't always going to be perfect unless you're Jacqueline Hill or Jackie Ina. but it's always fun to do. And I am going to go back and clean that up a little bit. But the biggest part of it is that it's just you making sure that your nose looks very concave on those sides, because that's really going to help you give that more animalistic look. And that's what you want. You want to look as animalistic as possible. And in order to do that, you need to make your nose look scary like that. And we're not bringing it all the way down. As you can see, I'm stopping on like about a third of the way down. I'm stopping and leaving that bottom half of my nose pretty blank, because we want, like I said, to look like a fawn. And we're actually going to do something with that bottom half. Now I'm going with a blending brush, and again, I'm just smoothing out those edges closest to the lighter areas, just to make sure it looks less harsh and a little bit more natural. And I decided that I wanted to deepen up the perimeter of my face again, so I'm going in just to deepen it up. I am going to smooth everything out, but I want to make sure it's nice and deep. And now I'm taking a black gel liner, and I am just outlining where I'm going to fill in the bottom half of my nose. And this is going to really complete the nose portion of everything. We're really going to fill in literally the entire bottom half of our nose. And as you can see, I got a little bit of a blemish there, but I'm going to fix that in a minute and just go back in with some concealer and powder and just cover everything up. For right now, we're focusing on that black. And this is a really great matte black gel liner that I'm using, and it's safe to use in your face, so I haven't had any issues with it, and I love it. And it does really last. Like, I know that sometimes it can seem a little scary, especially if you're oily, but as long as you're priming and taking the proper steps needed when you're doing this makeup look, it'll last really well, and it actually won't be uncomfortable. You're probably going to forget you have it on your nose, which is what happens to me whenever I do this look. So as you can see right now, I'm just going in and cleaning up just to make sure that everything looks good and that I don't completely ruin what I was doing before. So right around here, we want to start to outline this little portion of the nose that's going to come down and connect us to the mouth. And this part gets a little bit sloppy for me every time I do it, which is why it's always great for me to have a makeup wipe, or in my case a baby wipe. I like to use those because they're super great for sensitive skin, because they're for babies. I like to use those to just clean up where I mess up. And I'm just going in and making sure that that little path there is very matte and dark and filled in, and then I'm going to go in and clean it up afterwards. As you can see, just brushing that away there, wiping that away. And I'm going to go in and just make sure it all looks very filled in, because we don't want to have any blotchiness in that area. And now I'm going to be lining my lips with this same liner. This stuff is awesome. It stays on your lips. It doesn't really feel uncomfortable, honestly. I've never noticed it. I always make sure to put some lip balm on before I put it on, just so that my lips are moisturized. I don't put it on the moment before I put on the gel, but I make sure my lips are moisturized before I put anything on them anyway, so I don't make this any different. And before I finish with the black lip, I wanted to just put some pink on my bottom lip so that it will kind of stand up more against the stark black. It'll just give it a little bit more color so it doesn't look so blank on the bottom. And now this part is really just all about filling in and making sure you don't have any blotchiness or spaces anywhere. So once we've finished with our top wing, we're actually going to take that same technique and go along the bottom lash line, and we're going to just do a double wing. And I am aware that this can at first kind of make it look a little bit more feline-ish, but I also believe that it looks very kind of woodlandy. Like, I feel like I could be strolling, or what do fawns do, like prancing through the fields of Narnia. Like, I could just be in Narnia at any moment with this. So now I'm going to be taking this nude lip gloss. Actually, I'm not using a concealer. I'm taking a nude lip gloss, and I'm going to, with a flat top blending brush, just go in circular motions and semi-strategically place that along those shaded areas on my face. And I like using this lip gloss because it just lasts all day and it's just a super pretty color. And when I first did this look, I didn't, for some reason, think to use concealer, and this just was a happy accident that just works amazingly well. And I'm going to follow in again with a smaller pointed pencil brush and just make little tinier circles and just make sure that it looks very natural and spotty. And of course you want to set your face when you're done. I just did not film myself doing that, but I did film myself with this beautiful headband. I actually made this a while ago and I just love wearing it with this look. It was actually intended for this look. You like my little fawn ears there? They're a little lopsided, but that's okay. But that's your completed look, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. It's super fun to do. It's super easy and chill, and it's so exciting when you finish the result. If you guys recreate it, please let me know. It's one of my favorite looks to wear, whether you're wearing it for Halloween or just for a costume or just for everyday life because you feel like being a fawn one day. Have fun with it, rock it, wear it. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe so we can have more fun together. And I will see you in my next video. Goodbye, my loves. Happy Halloween.